Welcome back to Earth 2150 and welcome to the next mission for the UCS. We're gonna go to the Arctic today. Mission: evacuate base. The enemy army is making preparations for a heavy strike against our forces in the Arctic. We shall pull back all our troops from that region immediately. Your mission is to delay the enemy for approximately 2 days. This will be enough time to complete evacuation. The ED is about to carry out a massive attack on our Arctic units. We are already in retreat. The President must arrange for covering fire. A transport will be dispatched to the President in time to evacuate UCS troops from the battle zone. For technical reasons, a landing zone cannot be prepared at this time. We must evacuate the main base unaided. We can do that. First, let's concentrate all of our troops here. You can start harvesting, please. You here build me some defenses, probably just small towers here. Mainly as anti-air. And then let's see that we do some research here as well. Namely, better chassis. You're second and you here. Wait a second, no. You're second and you're third, yes. Better grenade launcher here as well. How much? Limited. Let's just already get a couple of you here going. Because half of you are going to die anyway, and then we can replace you later. More tower here as well. You will also be withdrawn here. Yeah, I'm not going to try to keep these outer positions here. I don't think that's worth it. You here will hang out here or so. And of course, you should actually take off. That'd be useful. Okay, got another tower here. And maybe yet another one there. There's actually snow inside the factory. How did that happen? I don't know. Destination. Yeah, there we go. Getting ourselves attacked here. That's okay, that happens. Another tower here. Yeah, this is kind of interesting because the game doesn't really have much in the way of time missions. There was one time mission in the UCS campaign where we had... Oh! Where we had a time limit to get rid of the missile silos in southern Africa. But otherwise, it's mostly just the overall campaign limit that we have here. Let's destroy all these rocket guys here. Because they are probably the most annoying units here. So maybe I just should send to chase enemy here. And what's the... Yeah, still don't have the advanced grenade launcher, so probably wait with that one before I research anything else here. Just concentrate fire here a little bit. The thing is that these guys will actually run out of ammunition here at one point. You should maybe just retreat. Yeah, I've got a second one of you here, but still. Okay. Yeah, I've got the grenade launcher, so let's get a couple of you here going. There will be air units later on as well, so there is a reason to. There's a reason to do it. Can I actually rebuild my miners here? Looks like I can't, but well. Well, isn't that unfortunate? Let's put all of you here into one exciting group. Can't do any repairs here just now, but sure.
Order transferred.
We'll be fine. You might not even manage to destroy these towers here. For being honest here. Why did you go all the way around there? I don't know. Also, machine gun tigers, that's like the worst units they could send after me. So I'll take that. So much snow on these condors here. It's actually kind of funny. I do like that. Yeah, these guys here melt like butter compared to the Palmia tanks. The 0 armor and I guess fewer hit points as well. How much do we have here in the way of... Let's get a couple more grenade guys here. Yeah, okay. This should be enough to hold the line here. You just hide a little bit here. Looks like they start with their stronger units, now the weaker ones come. Even though I think there's like one really bad wave at the end. Also mix up the grenade guy with the other one here and build too many of those in early on, but whatever. We'll be fine. Good. There we go, more grenade. Here can I get... No, it's just the basic upgrade for all of these here. That is all cool. Ah, there we go. Here come armies again. At least one of them. Yeah, built way too many chain guys here. I want to build some more grenade launcher guys. Which I could have sworn was second in the production queue, but evidently they weren't. Because I did design those later. But no worries, more of them are on the way. Also, money is not really the issue here because it's our population limit, that is. Yeah, it really seems like the initial wave is the most powerful one here. And considering how many enemy units there are and how long they last, this is actually one of the few missions where you are likely to see the AI units actually run out of ammunition and having to be resupplied. Which in the main game doesn't happen often because they generally get killed before that happens. Okay. You sure sighted and really? What? Oh, you're attacking the walls here, sure. The AI likes to do that, which is great because that means they're not attacking something more useful in the meantime. Oop, double chain gun, look at you here. Got a fancy tiger here now. 1 day, 6 hours. All cool. Can't build more, but I'm going to, just in case I lose units, I'm already going to have these guys here queued up. Otherwise, not much to do here. Yeah, you can't build anything here. They did mention no landing zone for the time being, so that turned out to be correct. Yeah, I find it kind of funny that the attack waves here work like the ones in the main game, where oftentimes the AI would attack you with like a huge wave. Can you just hold still for a second here? Okay, fine. There we go. Pause the game. And they would send like a huge wave in the beginning, and then they send like one gargoyle at a time because they kind of ran out of steam, and then maybe like some weaker ground attacks. I suppose the enemy does actually have a base here because I have seen units being supplied, but we're not going to go after that this time. Let's actually follow orders for once. Also, we're the president. I don't know if I've talked about that already. So the way the UCS works is they mostly have machines in charge, the computer systems, because the citizens are kind of just spoiled, and the leadership is chosen just by a lottery system. So I think they call it something like Stochastic, something like mix between like Critias and like rule, like that suffix, as well as stochastics. Stochastocracy, something like that, yeah. I'm not sure whether that's a real term. It might actually be. I've read about governmental systems where the leadership's chosen at random. As like in parts as an anti-corruption measure. Kind of like you choose euros in a trial at random, or at least some countries do. It's not a thing here. But not a thing like the United States and Japan. Okay. You here spotted? Yep. Yeah, this is pretty tame compared to what we had earlier. However, there's gonna be a stronger wave later on. Sure about that. Classic final wave, we're about halfway through. Yeah, seems like everything's cool so far. Just doing some resupplying here. Yeah, this feels extremely different because in most missions, even the ones where you start with basically nothing, you still generally have access to a landing zone, so you can just kind of design how the mission plays out because you determine what units you get in. So this one here feels basically like an entirely different game in a certain way. There we go. I think I've researched everything by now. Yes. So now I've got a whole bunch of single chain gun walkers here, which is not nearly as good as having the double ones, of course. And this is like the weakest combat unit I could have. But you know what? That's how it is, and they do the job for the time being, and they're still decent at anti-air duty because there's not going to be any tough air units for a while. Yeah, you keep saying those Tigers. I don't have air units, so that's like the one justification for these. Otherwise, these are basically like the light anti-air infantry vehicle. But this game doesn't have any infantry compared to the first... Oh, hello, here comes the Cossacks. Boom, Cossacks gone. Compared to the first Earth 2140, well, the only Earth 2140, the first game in the series, where infantry is... it's not entirely useless, you can drop them via transport for like strikes or so, but they're mostly useless because infantry is literally weak against everything, like machine gun weapons, which by themselves are not great, napalm, plasma weapons, missiles, and like shells. That's not how you use Cossacks. You build 10 of them and then you destroy power plants. So that's... okay, sure, goodbye. So infantry has like no advantage. They can actually they have one specific purpose. They can infiltrate buildings and take them over, which is actually quite interesting. It's a neat system. You could make the case a bit more realistic than like one engineer taking over a facility. Hey, I actually lost somebody here, so now I can build another one of you here. Goodbye. It's like storming a structure, a little bit like you have that in Act of War as well. Oh, actually, I didn't mean to add you to this group here. Oh, never mind. I was going to do it like this. Here's another tank. Okay, looks like things are generally fine. Still at the limit here. Condors are dutifully supplying. Yet another... whoops, oh wow. This guy performed even worse than the other ones because that guy just flew straight in the middle of my forces, making it even easier to destroy it, but sure, whatever. Actually, these buildings here look pretty neat when they're snowy. I think they look better in snow than the ED buildings. Okay, 14 hours left. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I was wondering, where did you disappear to? But it's all good. Since we have a ton of money here, I'm going to build some more towers for later. Here we go. We should have enough power here, shouldn't we? Yeah, we've got way more available than we need right now. There we are. All good. I could have even more money here, but it's not like... building on it. Oh, that's you attacking right here. That's fine. Can't repair buildings right now because I don't have access to repair units. yet, but sure, whatever. It's not that important. And goodbye. Okay, 11 hours left. The tiger is so weak, even the towers are useful against it. And I'm pretty sure I can't... I can actually give you a banner, but I can't give you... You know what, that might actually be worth it. Yeah, I think that's actually worth it. Let's get a banner tower here. Get that beautiful experience, yes, yeah. In fact, I should have done that a bit earlier, considering how much I rely on just this cluster of units to defend myself, yeah. The veterancy also applies to the transporter and whatnot. We usually can't gain veterancy, but I suppose that still makes a certain amount of sense because that way they can actually gain some of the bonus, like the non-combat bonuses. Okay, everything's great. Here's yet another Cossack. And goodbye. Okay, 8 hours left. Yeah, this is really not that much of a problem. But it's also a very early mission, which I guess actually makes it more difficult, because if this was a later mission, then you could just use your veteran troops to defend yourself. Whereas here we have to rely on... In fact, since there's no landing zone, you can't actually bring in any troops. So whatever you start with and build during the mission is what you get. But you actually have quite a lot of resources, and I lost 2/3 of my harvester fleet, and we're still good. But yeah, you also benefit from veterancy. Forgot about that. Get a couple more towers here. Because why not? Just regular ones, not banner towers. Can I actually update you? Ah, there we go. Yes, I can. Forgot about that because I don't think I've used that particularly often. Do I have... Yeah, you hear all... I mean, you're basically dead. But you know what? You might still shoot down like an air unit or two. Yeah, the manual for this game is really lackluster. It doesn't even explain a lot of the concepts. Like the banner is not mentioned in the manual anywhere. At least that's the English language manual. Maybe it's different if it's... I don't think it's mentioned in the German manual either, but it could be different for the other language manuals, which do quite a lot of changes, like unit name changes and whatnot. Some of which are understandable, some of which are not. Here we go. Yes, one of the advantages of the double chain guns here is also that they hit scan. So you don't have the unit just rush in and then be missed by absolutely everyone who's flinging grenades around here. So, okay, I was just wondering what's happening here. All good. 2 hours left.
Receiving transmission.
And then we're good to go. Just some more feeble helicopters here. Oh, 1 hour left. And then we're gonna be good. Goodbye. Yet another helicopter here, not a problem. And looks like we did it. Evacuation completed. Construction of a landing zone necessary for the evacuation of attack troops. It sure is, so let's construct a landing zone here. Oh, this guy here is eager to leave. I actually, wait, no, I sent him in there. was just wondering, what are you doing there? But it's all good.
Program. Checkpoint program.
So, getting here.
Mech operation. Checkpoint program.
Let's hang out here for a second.
Enemy contact in range. Communication system under fire. Target discrimination started. I am hit.
Call the transport, please. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, snap. Didn't see you there. There's quite a lot of armies here. Ah, so no more. That's quite a lot of armies, and they're also quite powerful. So there's a decent chance we're not going to survive this. Okay, just get in here. I'll just evacuate whomever I can, and then that's gonna be it. Well, I guess 5 of you it is. Sorry, landing zone's gone. Catch you later. There we go, glorious victory, or at least in the sense that we did achieve our objective here. And then Jan Morris here did overrun us. 6 researchers for the enemy, that's not so great. So they might have the tech advantage now, but let's see. Thanks for watching and take care.